Welcome back, me.
Yo, we're switching up. Wow.
I'm way out. This is gonna be a
welcome back.
podcast,
welcome
dude.
back, me. He says it's the first thing he says when he comes back. That's incredible.
The first one I ever missed, dude.
No,
First real one I ever missed.
No way.
It's the second one.
How many episodes have you done?
Over 100, but
Yeah, probably
allowed
like
to
115. Yeah.
what one did I miss? The remote one. Mm-hmm. That doesn't count, dude.
Well, we couldn't do. You missed it. I think you and Jerry were unavailable, so I did like a 20-minute pod.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Yes,
dude.
it does
That
because
doesn't
you
count.
weren't available. You weren't available.
Was an asterisk next to it.
Did it count as like season blank
Yes.
episode?
Uh-huh.
All right, whatever. All right, missed 2.
Second one missed. So we have quite the rotation going this season. We have Steve's missing, Jerry's missed. Jerry's missing this one. Do you think he missed the one before?
Yes. Jesus.
As you all know, the summer we have to work around Jerry's hectic vacation schedule.
Selfish, very selfish, Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really think about us when he's scheduling his family vacations, which is
Why does he always schedule on Fridays? Like he knows that we do this on
dude.
Fridays.
Honestly, I mean, like, I can't really. I mean, Friday's like the universal like go on vacation day. You know,
Can't wait till Saturday.
well, Saturday is the universal go on vacation day. I think.
Yeah.
So actually, Jerry, yeah, I think
He's missing checking for charity?
Yeah, dude, that really bums me out.
Yeah, because he
curates the vibe.
He
for
does.
us, you know.
He does.
He doesn't play, of
No,
course. Yeah.
he comes
enough.
at his UAHL Hawaiian shit, stands by the bench.
That's good.
Gets
You need
beers
those guys.
ready. I know.
He
It's
brings
awesome.
beer, brings food, brings the tent.
Yeah. I feel bad asking someone else to do that.
Nick.
You can't replace
Nick DeMarco
it.
do it.
Well, Nick's playing. They'll pay my brother like
Yeah.
the weekend.
Would you say we're going to hire an intern?
Hired an intern.
Yeah.
to
That's
take
fair.
Jerry's job.
You intern.
Yeah, dude, it bums me out, man. It bums me out. All right. Anyway, welcome to Inside the U. Guys, we're new here each week. We're bringing discussions and updates around the Ultimate Adult Hockey League. I am Larry, joined by, welcome back, UAHL Commissioner.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were about to hit the round of applause for yourself.
I wouldn't do that.
Steve Vanes,
That's too much.
booed by, welcome back, Brad.
Thank you.
Welcome
Yeah.
back, B-Rad. Crawdaddy.
This is what, you're like third or fourth
Third, I
time?
think.
Nice.
Yeah, fourth.
Yeah, big season for Crawdaddy and Inside the U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be part of it,
Got some,
honestly.
Yeah.
some
it's
fun stuff cooking. Good shit. All right. So we're going to we're back again to catch up on week 6 of our spring summer season. We're going to check in, like I said, on U Golf. We have a giveaway winner, plus a new one launched over the summer series. We'll recap that as well.
Which giveaway? The equipment?
The gear set giveaway.
Ooh.
Big one.
You know who it is?
Big one. No, but I click one button.
Oh, you're doing that now?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hopefully it's something local, man.
It will be. Well, it should be. Most of our we'll say most of our big entrants we're local, which that's usually how it goes. You know,
The guys who
We're
buy
familiar with the
stuff get
cutting
all the
edge.
entries
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
So-
But some random person in other side of the country.
we get a lot of like exactly right. Well, I mean it's sponsored by Cutting Edge, so obviously that name I think resonates with a lot of local people. So they'll go on, buy stuff, get extra entries. But we do get a lot of like national like
Nice.
free entries, like signups and stuff. Probably seeing that, just hopping on board. Where was I? So we'll recap our summer series. We had a fun weekend that just passed, a couple champs. Fun weekend.
wearing
Fun
the
weekend.
hat,
A lot of hockey. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. We'll look at some upcoming dates now that the tournament's over, plus much more. But first, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe here and on all socials at UHL Hockey. Like, comment, and share the show if you can to help grow the league. So week 6 has just passed. I
Yeah.
believe are the Rockets back on track?
If we can figure out how to score goals, yes. But
yeah.
Hardest thing, man.
we went from 3-0 to a loss and an OT loss, so we're
Oh, that's
teetering
right.
back down. But like,
Well, you went that, and then you...
yeah,
Yeah. You got to
Stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
yeah.
Get an OT.
Good start
OT.
though. Better than the 1-5 start we had last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Any
guys
points are good points,
you guys
especially in this division.
You guys are calibrated to silver now.
Yeah, finally.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Yeah, good. I mean, we don't know how to score. We have no idea.
It's tough. Well, it's summer, so we haven't had our full... We had our full squad 1 week so far, kind of.
Yeah, and it was against like the Pink Panthers.
Yeah. We have like 6-7 outs every week.
Yeah.
And I'm like just hitting up the sub list every week.
Yeah.
How are the Panthers? I have no idea who's even on there.
They're a good, solid team. We had a easy time scoring on them.
Yeah. I think it's
know,
it's that
perhaps
same
something-
adjustment that we talked about.
Yeah.
Like the young guys who come and they have to get adjusted to like men's league hockey.
Yeah.
And they're so super skilled, but they just have trouble scoring.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I don't know if they like, adjust to the defensive, because in silver, like you need a good defense to win, right?
Yep.
And then you need to score, of course. But like the young guys, they're kind of like they move the puck so well, but when it comes time to, it's just shots get
Yeah,
blocked and great goalies and stuff like that. Like the Goop ran into that.
Yeah, the Goop. For sure.
Who else? The Drexel team that came around, Whale Watchers.
Drexel.
like
yeah.
they
Whatever
were-
happened to them?
I think they play at UPenn now because it's a little closer to where they are. And then, but they only play spring, spring summer season. So they just stuck around in UPenn.
Yeah.
But they were the same way. They actually were probably better. They
Yeah,
move the
they-
puck. They like buzz around, but everything's on the outside.
Yeah.
And they can't. They
They'll
couldn't
figure
quite-
it out, and then they'll be a good team.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly. That's basically.
Yeah,
what I
we
think.
kind of ran into that in the tournament as well with Ogborn's team, the Widener team. Like definitely just buzzing a lot. But you can just tell like it's a different game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're still playing like their college game or whatever,
yeah.
and it just doesn't. Sometimes you run into men's league pros.
Yeah,
That's a real thing.
a real thing,
know how
man.
to score, dude, know how to win.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely a thing for sure. So Jerry didn't leave us with a bit. Basically, left us out to
bit,
dry. And Steve is returning with a bang.
I know.
He's
I like
back.
it.
So you
Should
want
I
to
do his thing?
Are you okay?
I'm gonna
Just kidding.
In honor of him.
get there. All right. So I'm gonna do his top 5 thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna name the player, and you got to do 1 through 5. I just kind of stole that part, right? Of where they are in the rankings.
Okay.
So this is top 5 goalie wins in UAHL history.
in UHL history,
Yes.
Oh,
goalie wins.
Yeah. Why that's how he's smiling, dude.
I gotta be up there. There's no
yeah,
way.
yeah.
So I'm gonna name the goalie,
Brad was on a race,
and you're just gonna do 1 through 5 where they are.
Okay,
And UHL history.
Yep.
and this is top 5.
Yep, and it counts for all teams. So you played on multiple teams.
Yeah, yeah.
It all
It should.
Okay.
calculates in total.
Love
so
that.
you played for Rockets and Rain City, so that would you would
Okay.
calculate those all in.
Shit.
All right, ready? First one: Tropics goaltender Jacob McIntosh. He's on the top 5.
You can go first,
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
or I can go.
No. I just like I'm trying to think of like who's on there. Jake, I don't know. I guess he was on. They did like the Hellhounds.
Yeah.
He's played for. Now he plays on 2 Tropics teams.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
you get
see,
a
I
lot
didn't
of
know
wins.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll go.
exactly.
I'll go in first next.
I'll give you all the things I'm
Yeah.
thinking about as we go. I'll put him 4. I'll put him 4 just to
right.
leave a spot open.
Yeah, I was thinking 4 because I don't know who's gonna be on this list.
All right.
So
That's how
I
it
hate to
goes.
piggyback, but 4 was my
Yeah.
yeah.
4 is good.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy Miller.
Jeremy Miller,
Team 24/7
goalie.
He was a 24/7 goalie during their prime.
And he's sub
Now they're out of their prime.
No, probably about half.
You know what I mean? When they just won every game.
Yeah, pretty much, but half though. Like he left probably around the 2nd championship, I think.
Okay. He also did he get injured?
Yeah,
He missed
Is that his
quite a
only
few
team?
games. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's his
that's
only
his
team.
only
I'm
team.
gonna put him.
I'll go first this time. I'll go 5.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
That's fine.
he subbed maybe 1 or 2 games here and there, like in silver.
Okay.
All right, Brad Shuksta.
I have a lot of games.
There's one other goalie I'm thinking
Yes.
about.
I'm thinking the same goalie.
Yeah, probably.
There's no way I have more wins than that goalie because he
You
plays forever.
might though. Unless we're not thinking of the same goalie.
I got-
No. There's 2
There's
others.
2.
There's 2 others.
The E-Bug and then
Yeah.
the Lord and Savior of Santora.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Brad 2. I think.
All right, 2. All right, what do you got, Brad? Where do you put yourself?
I want to say 2, but I'm gonna go 1 just because Santora loses a lot. With all due respect, love you.
Oh, you're thinking about Santora?
I'm thinking Santora or
I don't
it's
think
Carroll.
Santora's gonna. Yeah, Carroll. And then
But I know Carroll plays for a million fucking teams.
I'm thinking Ravi's gonna be up there too.
Oh fuck, Robbie.
So you got 1.
I'll go 1,
right.
even though I know, but I have to just to
you
switch it up.
might be. I don't know.
All right, we'll do Carroll next. He's definitely on this list.
Carroll. Okay.
Yeah,
So is the last one not someone we
I'm not gonna
mentioned?
tell you
Yeah,
yet.
don't tell.
I'm just curious. I'm gonna put Carroll. So this is just most wins. I'm gonna put Carroll 1 just because of the sheer amount of games
Yeah.
he's played.
I might have fucked up, but whatever.
What do you
I'll
want?
go him at 2.
Yeah.
All right, and then No Santora.
Oh.
Santora was 6th on this list, so he was
So
only.
I'm telling you, he loses.
He was only 4 wins behind. Four
He's
wins
like
behind
Carroll.
number 5.
They play a bunch of games, you know.
Robbie Mangini.
Yeah.
So Robbie's goes 3rd. So I will tell you, Larry got everyone right.
Yeah.
And you mixed up Carroll and yourself.
So what's the difference of wins?
So Carroll's got 52 wins in 100 games played.
Yeah.
52% winning percentage, obviously.
Yeah.
You have 51. So you're 1 behind him.
Oh, damn.
Same amount of games?
But 65 games played, 78% win percentage.
Yeah.
You had the highest win percentage out of all the goals.
Yeah.
Robbie has 46 in 83 games played at 55%.
Okay.
Jacob has McIntosh has 44 wins, 77 games, 57%. Jeremy Miller, he was right behind you.
Yeah.
42 wins, 56 games played, 75%.
Even on 24/7. Wow.
Good.
Yeah, he just didn't have
Rain City.
that many games.
Yeah,
but,
it's just not as many games.
Yeah.
That's why I put him 5th.
So Carroll's holding on.
So
He got
Jacob,
He just plays more.
He got a win against us this past week, so that broke the tie.
I know. Jacob at 4 was a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We nailed
I didn't
that.
know. That was the only goal I didn't really know.
We nailed that
So
off
thank
the rip.
God.
I know he has, he's played for multiple.
I think that's the first time anybody got all of them right.
Boom.
Nice.
UAHL history.
Yeah,
We
Carroll.
did that for a while. We did like a UAHL themed.
Yeah, I wanted to go back to that since it is inside the U, and Jerry would talk about like fucking pickleball or something. You know?
Yeah, stick it to the U. That looks good.
Yeah, dude.
At least not every time, but like most of the time you should.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of keeping it to hockey, should we check out our golf teaser for
Let it go. Yeah, let's do that actually.
when we tee off? We teed off last week, right before the tournament, and the video is pending.
Can I be honest? We're like really good at golf.
Can you guys hear the volume?
Yeah. One of Jerry's only straight drives of the fucking day.
With the
Larry in the rough, obviously.
Yeah, for real. I think that was a drop too.
yeah, it was because that was hole 2.
That was
right?
that brutal hole. We all went to the right.
Yeah, you sent yours into the ether
I know.
on that one. Oh boy.
Oh, the pop fly.
Yep.
Bob made us look good in the teaser, dude.
Yeah.
Check out the full
It's
length.
like a
and see,
90-yard drive. This was the one over the
Yeah.
trees that I gave you the
That
wrong
was
yardage.
a 6-iron for 220 or some bullshit.
Yeah, it was wrong. Yeah. That wasn't landing on the green. That was crazy. That was a drop too.
Call me a ringer, but I'm
Yeah.
last place. Come on.
I have one. I have one with captions too. I don't know if you want to throw that on there, but
What?
Oh, the caption.
like a version of the video that has captions. I don't know if you want to put that on there or not, but when you upload it for the,
Did you send me that one?
I can
one's better.
put it in there. I can put it in there.
What are the captions?
It captions what we're all of our commentary.
Like closed captioning.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
and then it
that'd be-
bleeps out Jerry. Jerry drops 2 F-bombs in that 30 seconds.
Did you really? How many cloves did he throw?
Dude,
Only one?
if you I was saying he dropped 2 F-bombs in that 30-second video.
Yeah.
But in the full length, he threw 4 clubs, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I missed
there's
3.
4 instances of him throwing a club.
I was with him and I only remember one.
Sneaky.
Dude, it's so funny.
When he chucked his driver into the
Dude, that wasn't even the funniest one. The funniest one, he took an iron and just
launched it.
and Bob got it on his
That's your
GoPro.
teammate.
Dude, it was
Jesus.
hilarious. Yeah,
That's your
he's a
teammate.
serious head case, dude. Serious head case.
It's gonna be fun.
Dude.
On
So we
I don't know how he didn't get poison ivy. He had to go deep in the woods.
swamp.
he
Yeah.
might have got it.
I don't know, maybe he's immune to it,
Yeah.
but I would have been so itchy, dude.
So we're not gonna spoil the end result or preview the next round yet. Go check out the video. At this point, when the pod goes up, the video will be up this Sunday. Go check it out. What do you think about Eastland?
I loved it. It was like Jerry is bitching about it, but it's like you can hit the ball straight.
100%.
Hit the
Hit
ball
it straight.
straight.
100%.
It's hard,
Yeah.
but I thought we had so many drops collectively.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But the scores weren't that bad for
Nah.
how many drops we had.
No. And then we, if you look at our scores, we applied the handicap that we got from playing at Latona. So me and you kind of
Yeah,
Walk down
you
on that.
fucking sandbag, dude.
I didn't sandbag.
Well, your handicap was sandbag.
My handicap put me
Yeah.
into first for this one. Oh shit!
Oh,
Spoiled it.
spoiler. Bleep that out.
Yeah,
Edit
right,
it
I'll
out.
bleep it out. I'll bleep it out. But
Yeah,
yeah, Eastland's like I think I said it on the course. It's like mini golf, but like full size.
yeah,
Yeah, because
full-size
the course
mini
is so wonky.
But
it's
you
fun.
actually got to
Hit
think
the ball
about, where you're hitting it for sure. Like
Yeah.
you're
No,
looking, like Latona's kind of just,
straight. Yeah.
you know what I mean? You could spray it anywhere and
Right.
you're not going to take a drop because you can go get it
Yeah.
unless you lose it, you know what I mean? But like, or you can't find it. But
Right.
Where are we playing next?
Well, it's going to be up for debate because basically when I originally set it up, I had just like Latona and Eastland just because I figured we would be doing it before podcasts. And then I mixed in Buna for the last round, which is a good course. Good course. But I think it can be open for discussion.
I'm down. I'm just happy that we're doing the teams.
Yeah,
I think we should do a different course every time. That's for sure.
I'm down with that. Yeah,
we're only doing it 5 times, so we
Yeah.
might as well hit one every time.
Yeah, and if we can even do like Buna front 9, Buna back 9, and then we can do like a full course for the last one, or we can figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Valley Brook's one of them, right?
yeah.
So
we want to do Valley Brook last, but it doesn't matter. We can figure something out. So check that out. The video, Bob did a great job. And the challenge is advancing. The placements are getting closer since Jerry took off, I should say.
So we're not going to announce the teams.
No, we won't announce the teams
Yeah,
yet.
okay.
We won't announce the teams yet. We will in the next one. So check that out. So like I said, over the past weekend, we had a fun tournament. What we were calling our biggest event yet. It was at least one of our biggest events yet.
It was definitely our biggest in terms
Yeah.
of teams, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Is that what we're getting into now?
Yeah, it's good.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a blast.
It was so, honestly, I'll be honest, it was been a nightmare this last 2 months trying to cram it in. So we got the dates with 2 months to pull it together.
We had 2 months, yeah.
Yeah. So we spent a lot of nights at Aston trying to gather teams. We had so many teams register, but the summer is tough.
I mean,
That was what I got. Like,
we really did. We had a lot of teams pre-register. We had a lot of free agents pre-register.
Yep.
And everything's kind of dependent on people actually pulling the trigger and following through. So,
yeah.
but yeah, like you said, summer stuff.
But still, most teams we've ever had for a tournament. So, and more teams than they've ever had for a men's league tournament.
Really?
Because, it's weird because, like, y'all talk to guys, like, I'll talk to Jared, who's up in the Northeast, and he's in, like, Boston, Massachusetts, or, like, New Hampshire, and it's hockey everywhere.
Yeah.
There's, like, a rink every 15 minutes. You
Really?
can drive, right?
Yeah.
There's so many rinks. There's, like,
Yeah, they got that one New England sports complex too, right?
it's like 8 sheets,
rinks,
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So they have zero problem with any tournament, right? Because there's just such a high volume. But
Yeah.
down here, it's like we have, in South Jersey at least, 95% of the team, 90% of the teams are already in our league.
Right.
So it's like if they're not playing, it's like who the hell else is playing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
No, it's definitely true.
and then it was hard to grab some that wanted to go to PA, even though it's pretty relatively close,
It is close, yeah.
to everything. But it was fun, man. The Iceworks was great. Very well organized. They had the pub in the middle that
That's
everyone
awesome.
was at. They stayed open late. Great food. We were in only the 2 rinks, so you were all the central. You weren't walking a mile to
You
drink
can watch
one.
it from both
Yep.
in the pub area.
You can watch both. We had great teams get pulled together. Some interesting games, that's for sure. But everyone was really in it.
Right.
A couple free agent teams, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
You want to go over the scores?
Yeah, we can. I wasn't sure if you want to just do playoffs or what, but
We could do that.
yeah.
So after the round robin games, for tier 2,
Oh shit!
we had Tinderwolves and Moonshine playing, and then we had Hawks and Piccolo Joe. So Piccolo Joe is the local coffee spot there, and they're an Aston team, like an Iceworks men's league team. So they made it in. That was tier 2. Tier 1 was only 4 teams, so everybody made it.
Yeah.
Cutting Edge the Cutting Edge Pro Shop in Flyers Training Center put a team in. We had a Hawks tier 1. We had the Bootleggers, which was the team with Connor's team that had a bunch of Widener guys. And then we had the tier 1 free agents. So
Where'd you get that logo from? I was like, what is it?
he gave it to me.
Oh,
For which one?
tier 1 free agent.
Oh, I just literally went into ChatGPT and
I was like, what is
generate
that?
me a logo. And then first one that came out was like, that's
There you
it.
go.
Yeah, it was just quick. I think I did the same thing similar for tier 2. Yeah. Or no. something similar.
No, it's just
Where's
the-
tier?
it's just
Oh
the-
no, I just did that one. Okay, maybe I gave up on that one. All right, so
It's like, well, I just wasn't sure why you didn't use the shield.
so we had some donations
Yeah.
from Hawks Gold to go on the tier 1 team, and I think that was the difference maker.
Really?
I mean, it was.
I'm
I mean,
honored.
so Robert Pascal and Larry
Yeah.
played for tier 1 free agents. Who that was it, right?
Yeah.
He donated two players.
Yes, he did.
All
And
right.
then that was it. And then I DeMarco has not taken off the hat, and it's really just driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Wait, what are you
yeah,
talking about?
so yeah, sorry.
I'll tell you.
Sorry, yeah.
So tier 2 Timberwolves beat Moonshine 6-4, and then Piccolo Joe beat the Hawks 10-8. That was a
Damn.
barn burner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tier 1 Hawks tier 1 beat Cutting Edge 9-5, and the tier 1 beat Bootleggers 9-5. So we have a Piccolo Joe versus Timberwolves final, and then the tier 1 free agents versus Hawks. So a little Hawk on Hawk crime here.
Yeah, for sure.
So tier 2 finals was a blowout. Piccolo Joe beat Timberwolves 12-3.
Yeah.
Congrats to Piccolo Joe. They had a great team. You can tell they've been playing together.
Yeah, they had good chemistry for sure.
They
Yeah.
were like a pure
sure.
B team. There was like no C players, which kind of fucked everything a little bit.
Correct.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, so when I think I should just clarify because Santoro was yelling at me about it. So,
Of course.
and I'm sure he's going to comment on this too. So Santoro's yelling at me saying he brought a C plus average team because that was the rules, and I was like, "Where did you get that from?" It's B/C,
Yep.
so you can bring all C players, you can bring all B players, you can do whatever you want. Just have B or C players, or if you have like in our case, we had some like higher end, probably like A players, but like you have like C minus players on our team as well. So like it kind of like you average it out that way, you can do that. But like if you want to bring all B players, like Piccolo Joe didn't have any guy that was like you were like holy shit that was an A player. They were just all B players, and they were top to bottom very good. And their goalie was fucking lights out.
Yeah, he was.
He was a small guy. He was great.
It just didn't make any sense to me how good he played, man. He really played so well.
It was hard
Because we
dude.
couldn't score.
It couldn't
I was
score
like,
on
what is
them,
going
yeah.
on?
We did the last game, but that was kind of like
But
in
in both games we played
Yeah.
them, like they had a good 4 or 5 goal lead on us, and like we wouldn't stop. And I think they kind of did a little bit.
Yep.
So we were able to score some goals like at late.
Yep.
But dude, he played awesome.
Yeah, so congrats to Piccolo Joe. They were awesome guys. They had a great time.
They weren't
Followed
chippy. They were nice. They were good.
Very
Nah,
good, yeah. So then we had tier 1 free agents versus the Hawks, and everyone was counting tier 1 free agents out, dude. They were like, Hawks are going to run away with this. Just people around the tournament.
It's. I mean, you see
that
a free
just
agent.
you?
Well, Hawks went undefeated in the. They beat you guys first game.
Oh yeah.
And then they didn't lose until the finals. So it was 1-1 after 1, and then all free agents. Basically, it was 4-1 towards the end of the second period, and then Ed Viola scored to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit. 4-2. Parker got it within 1, and then Nesper scores, and Parker scored late. But tier 1 free agents hold off the Hawks, man.
And
just-
free agents.
We built chemistry over the weekend,
I know. You guys had some good players.
and it's nice having good players, man. Just cycling the puck, like
Dude,
just
there were
puck
so
movement,
many good
man.
players.
Yeah.
That was the thing. It's like you guys had all great players. You only had like 7 or 8. Maybe
Yeah.
I think you might have had 10 one game. It was like the second.
I don't know
game
how
on
they did Friday night.
Friday night. They had 10.
I think the most we had was 9
Okay, maybe 9.
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, so
But we played a couple games with 6 or 7 guys. It was just like
Damn,
brutal. Yeah,
Larry played 9 games over the weekend.
that's a lot.
Didn't you?
I think it was 7.
6.
I played 4 and then 3.
Oh, you missed Friday. I forgot.
So
yes,
4
gotcha.
Saturday, 3.
I feel like the games
4
seemed so
Saturday,
long.
3.
Yeah, they did.
They were like everyone kept saying that they're like the longest games ever because every game was like 50 plus shots,
Oh, is that
yeah.
why? Okay.
and like
Yeah, it was
everyone,
long.
it just felt long.
Because then we played a regular season game Wednesday night. Was it Tuesday night or Wednesday night?
Tuesday?
Dude, it flew
Yeah.
by. I was like, what the hell?
Maybe the timer on there is like slow. Like I'm not kidding.
I swear to
It
God,
is.
I was saying
Yeah.
something, dude.
So yeah, Grace was talking about it. Like they hit the thing and it like there's like a 3-second delay or something.
Really? How
yeah.
about that?
Yeah, we ran like a half hour behind almost every game.
Yeah. Plus, more shots and stuff. Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
there was a ton. You guys had like the tier 1 team would have like 60 shots a game.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I think Wechter said he had like 80 or 70 shots or something crazy.
Yeah. It was nuts. So
Yeah. So anyway, I guess I spoiled it, but
so Larry wears the hat. DeMarco plays for the Hawks, loved the hat so much, he's like, I'm just going to take one.
No.
I know, and he hasn't taken it off all week.
No,
dude.
bring that back. You didn't earn it.
Thank you, Brad.
Yeah. He says
It's a special thing to have the hat.
Me and Pascal are livid, to say the least.
he thinks he's earned it because he donated Larry and Pascal to the tier 1 team. He's like,
Absolutely not.
He's like, I love the color, you know. And there was a
color's
couple.
nice.
I told him to
Hawks
take the
guys.
patch off.
Or like put a sticker over it. Put runner up around the champions.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a Sharpie,
color it
and
in,
runner
yeah.
up.
Just put or just leave tournament. Yeah. Take the champions
crazy.
mark up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Marco,
dude,
that's
it's
crazy.
Yeah, hats were a big hit.
Yeah.
They always are. We got to do that for what is spring summer season?
Spring summer.
We're gonna do something a little spring summery, right?
We're just gonna do hats. We're gonna do hats. Are you?
Dude, everyone loves the hats. To the
I
point
do.
where
I
I
do.
can't
I
like
love
I
hats.
can't not do the hats.
Okay.
Because people wear them. Like we had the
I
conversation
agree.
before.
I like the hats too. I like switching it up a
Yes.
little bit, but
I'll do it until everybody's sick of the hats.
this is what
You
you, did
gotta
about-
see. You gotta think about the people who haven't won the hat
I
yet.
know,
yeah.
but that's their fault.
I know, but give them a
They
chance to
missed
win
out.
the hat.
They missed. I mean, give it a couple, but like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
The
So
hats are the best.
this is what you did with the medals.
I got a
You did the
collection
medals
going,
until
dude.
everyone got sick of
The
them.
medals are because they're the same. Like that was the
Yeah,
whole thing.
exactly.
Yeah,
The
people
hats
get
are
sick.
awesome. Trust.
But people,
Alright,
you see them wearing around the rink and stuff.
You just gotta
I wear
let me
them on
design
stream
them
all the
'cause
time, like, I
everyone,
love it.
everyone likes my design, so I think you just let me do that.
Them cook.
What design? I designed the hat.
I picked the color though.
You didn't. You picked white.
The best color yet.
No, I didn't. I,
I
picked
went
blue.
back and looked.
Fuck, are you serious?
Yeah, you said. Well, you said either. You said white, but if not blue. And
Okay.
then Jerry,
you gave us like 6 options. That's
Jerry
right.
said blue.
Fuck.
But he's like, I said blue. I was like, no, you didn't. I just kept saying no, you didn't. So
Well, this is my favorite color. So
It
I
is.
thought
Is
that's
it?
why I picked
Alright.
Yeah.
Teal, like ish.
Like
Teal?
there's blue.
it's like baby blue, right?
Yeah, baby blue.
I love it.
Carolina blue, if you will.
Yeah. Sky blue.
UNC.
Yes.
All right.
right.
So summer series, that was fun, man. It was fun. Looking
I can't
forward to the
believe
next one.
Moonshine lost to Timberwolves.
They were complaining about a ringer.
Of course.
Yeah, but one ringer doesn't.
But they were up,
One
like-
ringer doesn't change the game.
Who was the ringer?
It wasn't a. I mean, I think he was the guy that I saw, and to me, he wasn't anything. He plays for like Cassius Bakery sometimes. I forget his.
Oh
defenseman.
yeah, I watched it.
Oh, he's good, but like I
but
don't.
dude, one guy doesn't change the game.
And let me go back here. Hold on.
What?
Debatable.
No. Well, you're the guy I'm talking about. The guy that actually played. If we're talking about the same guy, he didn't
Yeah.
change the game because he played in the championship
And they got
when they got
smoked.
smoked
Fair. I
12
saw
to 3.
that.
So, and another thing, Moonshine was up 4-0 after the
Oh
first
my
period.
God.
Yeah, no, and the guy didn't even score.
Oh, so Moonshine choked.
He might
the
have
unknown
here
player.
and then
Okay, he
maybe
scored
the
a
thing.
goal.
Yeah,
Two late
Dude,
ones.
It takes 3 guys to change the game. This is my theory.
it's like a basketball rule.
I think 2.
Well, basketball's like
Is that basketball?
well, the basketball, like if you have like 2 really good players, you have a good chance of winning.
Basketball is totally different.
Yeah,
I think 2 is perfect because like it's like the Hawks thing where if you have purple gloves and Hunter,
gloves.
like it's rotating them at center, always having them on the ice, like that's like perfect. 3 is a little
Maybe.
overkill.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, still, they blew a 4-goal lead.
There's a fly.
I know.
Yeah.
Get him, dude.
Found
He's
it.
been driving me crazy. There's a lot of penalties, you know.
Yep.
So I mean, they took a bunch, but I don't know. You blew a 4-goal lead.
That's tough.
That's tough.
I would have loved to have seen Moonshine.
I think also
Throw that out there.
credit to Moonshine. They were out until like 3 a.m. at the pier.
Of course, yeah.
So
yeah,
were we.
so
We lost too.
yeah. Yeah,
How
they-
did the finals game go between? Did the Timberwolves start off hot or did they just
No,
absolutely-
it was like a absolute bloodbath, dude. It was
Yeah.
6-1 after 1. Second period 10-3, and then they pretty much put it. Well, it was already put away, but 12-3 at the end. It was never. They were never in it in that game.
Defending Summer Series champs fall hard.
Yeah, you know what's really funny, dude? I want to say it.
Say it. Say all of it.
So when we had that whole, so we played Timberwolves in the round robin,
Yeah.
and we beat them pretty bad, mostly because Santora gave up. But
I heard about that.
he was complaining about Pascal, And somebody from the bench chirped me, was like, "Oh, you're gonna bring Bask out?" And I stopped in the middle of the game, like literally in the middle of the game. I was like, "Didn't you guys win Summer Series with Bask out
in the
Yeah.
same tier?"
in the same tier?"
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he didn't play a single game for them until like the championship. During
No,
that,
he played all that Saturday.
He missed the first game.
Yeah, he missed the first game.
and then played. Yeah, and I was like, "You guys literally won with him."
Yeah.
What are you complaining about? Right
Critical.
now? They were missing. They said they had like 7 guys bail
They were
out.
clearly missing their team, and then they were getting mad at us. We had the same team that we always play with.
And we went into that game 0-2.
Yeah.
We lost both our games with the same team, and they were complaining that we brought ringers. And I
That's
was
crazy.
like, "Bro, we're
That was
0-2,
that was not that shit was
0-2, and we lost in the semifinals."
that was a good have a beer kickback game
Yeah.
for me. Jesus,
Yeah,
brutal.
yeah, it was kind of a bummer game.
Went to Harris after, played some craps with the boys.
Do you know how to play craps? Or
It took me a minute get the
remember?
get it going again. Jared's a freaking pro.
It's confusing. I remember DeMarco playing in Atlantic
DeMarco's
City.
a pro. Him and DeMarco and Jared were just going off. It was a lot of fun though. It was a lot of fun.
I wish
had
we
fun.
got
I had a
to
fun
play
weekend.
each other during the.
Yeah,
round robin.
yeah, me too.
So here's what I do, and this is like, this is why when I get the complaints, it drives me crazy. Literally, as I'm making the schedule, I'm like, I got to give the Hawks the hardest schedule. Like I could have I knew where things were going to end up just by looking at the rosters. I've had enough, and I'm like, experience like with the guys, and I'm like, I could easily just do it random or whatever and get like an easy win or two. And I'm like, I don't do that. So every time I literally will schedule us with the hardest schedule. We played Moonshine, Timberwolves, and Piccolo Joe. And I'm like, I know they're going to be the top teams. So like I picked, and then I get the complaints. And I'm like, bro, come on.
You can't win.
I'm like, I can't win. There's no way.
We can't win.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
So I mean, I could, I don't do that for the regular season of the Hawks. That's all. I do that all randomly.
random.
Yeah, because there's just too much.
Yep.
And I'm like, I just go bloop, and it goes. And
Great. Great explanation, dude.
I have it in like a randomizer.
I know,
you know
I
what
know.
I mean? And I'm just, however it ends up.
Yeah,
I will. The only thing I will change is usually the first week.
Yeah.
I'll do like a playoff rematch.
That's
kind of like
nice.
NHL or
No, that's
NFL
cool.
style.
Yeah.
I'll do that, and then which I think is a benefit.
It is.
for the teams that play because they get into it really quick. It's like a hard
Yeah.
game, and then they roll off into the season. You don't want like an easy game in the first because then you take your foot
Right.
off the gas or whatever. And you don't play
True,
well.
true. Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyway.
I always get it.
Uh.
We won one game all weekend, got the most complaints.
I
dude.
know.
It's nuts.
crazy. It's crazy.
Uh,
Yeah, we went 1-3.
yes. Yeah.
It's painful.
Same.
All right. Without further ado, are we done with the summer series? We obviously have some dates coming up here, which I'll get into. Are we locked in for ASG? Or are we still waiting?
We are. So it is. Oh, you want to do the big announcement, huh? Yeah, I want to announce it. Come on, it's fun.
All right. Yeah. Let's announce it.
All right.
Say the date too.
It is July 26th
Yeah.
at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Right? So it's
Yep.
a Saturday. You can bring your family. So we're going to do something. We always try to do something a little different. But this time, I think it's going to be
Not
a
very
lot different.
Uh-oh. How so?
It is, but
So every season, we do a regular, gold through bronze. And then we have a rusty mini game in between periods. This All-Star game is all rusty.
yeah, Rusty Plus.
Rusty Plus, yeah. So it's going to be, we're not going to do any mini games. Sorry. And it's just going to be, we have 12 teams in Rusty. So it's going to be an entirely Rusty All-Star game.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
we're doing
So
some Rusty.
we always talked about like doing their own All-Star game. But obviously it's all, like
and then
we front the cost for the whole thing.
Intermission.
Yeah. We should do that, dude.
We'll get Nick and Jerry. We'll do 2-on-2.
Oh, that'd be sick, dude. We should do that. Maybe we'll do that. All right.
Our mini
It's
game.
crazy.
Or 3-on-3. We'll put Brad,
Yeah.
you play in net, and we'll do
So we still need another player though.
we'll do 3-on-3 mini game. Just because we want to play.
We're all stars, buddy. We're all stars.
Finally, dude. All right. So it'll be all Rusty. So
Yeah.
honestly,
good
Rusty
stuff.
has the biggest turnout in terms of
Always.
people.
Yes, I've noticed that.
So we think that you guys will be able to fill the stands and get a lot of you get your own thing.
Yeah, all day.
And it's 12. We have 12 teams, so we'll probably get like 2 players from each team. So that's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. July 26th. Yeah.
July 26th.
So
at
it's
6
all
p.m.
Rusty Plus. There's no silver, gold.
Nope.
Rusty Plus ASG.
We're giving them a break.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, give them a break. Honestly, it seems fair to me Rusty is our biggest division. Mm-hmm. Bronze has the same amount of teams, but we've grown from 2 teams to 12, and they're the guys that are I think they most enjoy this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, let's say it's
I
invert.
agree.
If we do anything, maybe we'll do bronze and bronze plus. If we do anything at intermission, if they come out, it will. But we'll see.
I kind of want to give them their time, man. They haven't had any. They get these little quick 5-minute things, whether it's shooting at center ice or like a 3-on-3, which I thought was cool last time.
Yeah,
or did we do 3-on-3?
It was a shoot. Yeah, because then it turned into a
No,
shoot.
we did the Ironman. We did the Ironman.
Oh, the Ironman. That was cool too.
Yeah.
But I feel like and to be honest with you, like every season, like a lot of the better players don't come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've had them come.
This is why I said so. If we do anything, it'll be with bronze and bronze plus because the better guys.
Yeah.
Especially in the
Or
summer.
just leave gold out of it.
But we can go back. We'll go back to it.
Yeah.
But we wanted. This is going to be. So we're going to switch to the long season in September.
Yeah.
Right.
How many games?
18.
Nice.
So that'll be. We'll have one less All-Star game a year. So let's just get this. We'll do this rusty one. Give them their time to shine, and off we go.
Love it.
Yeah.
July 26th.
Yep. Flyers Training Center.
Stay tuned. More to come.
Yes.
When Jerry comes back.
Yeah.
We'll see if he does any planning or anything.
Yeah, we had to move. It was August 2nd, and he's like, "Oh, I'm on vacation."
Oh my god, again?
Fucking guy. Well, I don't know what he's taking a vacation from. I say the same thing for fucking. I know he's bringing up Blaylock, but like, what do you need a vacation so often for, dude? What do you
crazy.
do all day, dude?
Honestly.
Yeah. So
Living his life. Living his best life.
Oh my god.
what's he on a cruise right now?
Jerry is on a cruise.
Ooh, what cruise line?
I don't know. It's probably
I don't
Something
even
bougie.
know. He's told us so many times. I'm just like, all right, dude. See you when you get back.
it's whatever, dude.
fun, Jerry.
Another Tuesday.
Dude.
Seriously.
Anyway.
All right. Well, that'll
Whatever.
be fun. Stay tuned. We'll do our first spring summer players of the month next episode. Check what
That fly.
check it for charity. July, or I guess we already touched on this. August 8th through the 10th. Shout out to Frankie James for throwing that down there in the comments. Spring summer playoffs will be end of August kickoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, end of August. And then, like Steve just said, I wasn't sure if that was announced yet or not. We'll be switching to a longer season in September.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for that. I've
too.
never been
Me
part
too.
of a bigger anything over 12.
No,
really.
I think
Yeah.
we'll land right in the sweet spot too. You don't want it to be too long. Like I do like how some of the like these seasons now are quick turnaround because I always say like if you're not in it, like you want to kind of start over, start fresh.
Yeah.
But I think 18 is a good sweet spot.
That
It's
is.
not, it's not that much like more.
Yeah, exactly.
But it makes winning that much better,
Well,
right?
yeah,
because
that's
there's
true.
less opportunity to win.
Yeah, because you can get down to the last 6 games of the season and you're like, I'm out of it.
Yes.
So you really need the win early on.
Yes.
But it also gives teams that if they don't have a great start, they have time to get it back. Right.
Militia.
So like yeah. So like we always see that, right? Like Militia is a good example, right? They always kind of start off, and then they kick it up at the end, and barely miss the playoffs, or like something like that. So I think it would give them more
That's true.
opportunity.
And we're
to do
doing
it.
best of 3 semis, yeah?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be tough. I'm still back and forth on that. But I think that we have to because it's like you play this long season, and then you just get one game and you're out.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was confirmed.
It is confirmed
The
in my
playing
brain.
games will still be one.
It's just the season length makes it a little bit difficult.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
now
yeah,
we're trying to
Crunching.
it's hard to squeeze in 3 12-game seasons, and everything's kind of slowly shifted.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Usually we were done by like beginning of August, and now we've gone into September the past couple of years. So we have to start in September because we're doing fall, winter, and then spring,
So
summer.
a quick turnaround.
We won't have that much of a gap in between seasons because we have to keep it going. Plus, now with the playoffs being longer, the teams that don't make it or get eliminated, they have a little bit an okay break. They'll still have the same amount of break. So I think it's going to work out the best of 3 semis.
Yeah, I just think,
It's just going to take a little while to the playoffs are going to last a lot longer.
That's all right. More hockey.
It is more hockey.
And to have
Can
a
you do,
3-round semis is huge. Like,
3-round semis. We'll still do if we have any play-in games, we'll still do a single game play-in.
Yeah.
But best of 3 semis.
But I think guys will be okay with like
That'll be a
similar
fucking
to the
grind when you win.
Similar to the finals, though.
it's
Yeah,
like the real
fucking
hockey,
beard.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like going through it, man.
Yeah, you'll be going through it for sure.
Go beard.
Because I mean, now you win 3 games and you win.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So now you got to win a little bit more.
I love that.
That's awesome.
I love
More
that.
playoff hockey.
And honestly, can you put the semis in the same week or something, depending on the availability?
Yeah, so it'll be closer. Like you're
Yeah.
probably going to have the semis like a couple of days apart.
Yeah, 2 games in a week.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna have any complaint if we're
No.
throwing in a 3-game series.
No, it's just my problems.
and the availability and stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
so.
yeah. But
Commish
we'll have
props.
Yeah,
we'll
commish
have the
props.
second sheet back up. We'll have all the sheets available.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
Voorhees and it's perfect because at least for fall winter it's perfect because at the end of winter is when the ice opens up. The high school team, all the youth teams are done. The high school teams are done.
nice.
So then we're gonna have plenty of ice to get this done. So we still may be able to squeeze it in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
But it'll be busy for us, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
right.
That's how long.
All right. Well, now that and then of course, I'm not going to get too far into it when Jerry gets back. We have our golf outing coming up September 15th. I'll let him take care of that. Without further ado, though, I want to announce the giveaway winner of a gear set up to $1,200 in value. Option to select a pair of skates, 2 stick set, or a protective set.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's DeMarco, don't just skip it, dude.
And then steal his hat as well.
Because he's gonna he entered, dude.
Of course he entered. The winner is I've already did. I don't know if
you
you know.
did,
Remember when I spoiled it with when I said something about the hat, like right in the middle of your summer series recap.
What is it? Somebody from
No, it's Jeffrey Weber on the Beavers.
Yo,
Yeah.
let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Jeff, I played all growing up, my youth. So his
Do you know him?
Yeah,
Joe's friends with him, right, or something like that.
he knows through
Okay,
me. Yeah.
okay,
So Jeff, we started in roller hockey when I was that was like my first time ever playing hockey.
Yeah.
It was in like 6th grade or something like that. His dad ran the team, and then we go into high school. So Jeff went to Vineland. I went to Vineland. We played through high school in Vineland. His dad coach. His dad was like the GM/coach, and we played. All
Yeah.
grown up. We used to skateboard together,
Nice.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he was a good ad for the Beavers. He can score. He can
Yes.
score some goals.
He was a very good player. He took off like 15
Yeah, you can tell he
years
just
or
like lost.
something
You can
like
tell
that.
he just like lost a step a little.
Yeah, he
bit.
stopped playing like
He still
after high
has
school.
the hands and stuff. So
Yeah.
he's a good ad for them.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's all over. He's all over the socials and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to see him win.
And I'm gonna bet that he just getting back could use
Yep.
some newer equipment.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
sick, dude. Jeff's
Jeff
the man,
Weber.
dude.
Yeah,
awesome,
sure.
dude.
Shout out to you, Jeff. We'll be in touch. I think he watches, so maybe he'll see this live. That'd be sick. But we did launch a new giveaway. If you didn't win, we launched it over summer series. Not as grandiose as a gear set, but we always do the Howie's loaded accessory bags, which you guys love for some reason. I mean, they got a bunch of rolls of tape and cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
But we're doing a late slot hat, and then Ryan from Beer League Warriors Apparel also threw in a shirt as well. So it's $125 value. Call that a little mini giveaway for the spring summer.
Nice.
I'll run that up to the probably right before the All-Star game. So check that out. The link in the description. And we're rolling.
Yeah.
We're rolling on the giveaways.
We could probably get Jeff in on the pod if you would.
Yeah, sweet. Sounds
Cool
good.
guy.
Let's get into league updates.
All right. So what did you guys do?
We did
'Cause
week 4. Just roll back into it. We did week 4 and 5. So,
So you definitely didn't capture Rusty Sunday on when we were at Summer Series.
no.
Okay. So did you guys change anything? Did you guys go through all the games, or are you doing a short and abbreviated version?
We did an abbreviated version for like the week 4 because we were already 2 weeks out, like ahead of it. So, but just go do what you normally do. I mean,
All right.
yeah.
So Rusty Sunday, while we were all at Iceworks wrapping that up, Rusty stays going, dude. Wolves taking on the Shakas. Wolves open up the scoring in the first period, 2.5 minutes in with Matt Eichmann, but then 4 straight goals from the Shakas, champions. Dan Spain, Kenny Ott, Adam Solomon with 2 goals. I guess he was playing out. He's a goalie.
Yeah, he messaged me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I listed him in the caption, but he wasn't tagged. And he messaged me. He's like, "Oh, that's me." And I was like, "Oh, I guess you're playing out."
Nice. Adam's a cool guy. 4-1 going into the third period. Kevin Liston gets it within 2, but not enough. 2 goals from the Shaka. 6-2 win for the defending champs. So sorry, I got to go back now.
The Hastings team?
It is. Yeah. So Dusty Trops taking on the South Jersey Dogs. 4 straight goals to open up the game from the Dusty Trops here. South Jersey Dogs. Aaron, he scores a lot, right?
Which one?
Aaron Rivadis. I thought he scores a lot. Maybe not.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah, I think so. Oh, I think he told me. No, Myotico told me. Rivadis, yeah, I forget.
Okay, so he gets it. Makes it 4-1. Tim Adolph on the power play makes it 4-2 in the second period. Then Chris Conception.
So many interesting names on the
Interesting names,
the
dude.
dogs.
Assisted by Bruce Bascow, man.
Bruce.
Bobby Bunn's dad. Great guy, Bruce. Gets an assist. Dylan Fagan and Patrick Spear score to retake the 3-goal lead. And then captain Nick Myotico.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, Myotico.
Makes it 6-4. Patrick scores another one to make it 7-4. Greg Ortiz gets it within 2 with about 5 minutes left in the game. And then John Trop scores about a minute and a half later. 8-5 win for the Dusty Trops, which I don't, where were they in the standings? I don't even know.
I don't know. I can bring up the standings. Aaron commented on the last episode, said the name perfectly. So Jerry must have said it right. I don't know what he said though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Aaron.
So the comeback kids, the Corn Stars, took off a few seasons, but
for real, man.
they seem to be back. Take a 3-goal lead against the Moose on Sunday. The DiFrancesco, I guess it's his A. I don't know his first name. Maybe Andrew.
I think it's Anthony.
Anthony. Aaron. Whatever.
I think it's Anthony.
Makes it 3-1.
It's a guess though.
Chris Kantz gets his second goal of the game to make it 4-1, followed by Chuck Romano. Mr. DiFrancesco scores again to make it 5-2, but 2 goals from the Corn Stars. 7-2 win.
Yo, Corn Stars sitting in first right now.
Do you guys have a favorite Rusty team? Do you guys pull for?
I'm going to talk about it now. So my pick for this season is the Wild Wombats, and they take on the Narwhals. Narwhals.
The Wombats are reckless out there.
They are
crazy.
Yes, it's a little rough. They're young guys.
No, it's not like anything like bad. It's just they play like with no regard for their own safety.
There's a couple guys in Rusty that do that, man.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, so Narwhals take a 2-0 lead in the first period. Chris Gaskell and Dave Williams. Captain Larry Stout, who's a goal-scoring machine.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
And he's rusty.
I know he is.
He just scores
14
We talked about this in the
goals.
last pod. He's like one of the league leaders in points.
Yes, I was talking to Trilly, and he's like, Larry Stout's on a heater.
He is.
He keeps scoring, man. 2-1 in the second period. Early in the third, 30 seconds in, Chris Gaskell makes it 3-1. You think the Narwhals have it,
He's third in points.
but they don't. He's third in points?
Yeah, he's
Let's
so
go,
funny. He
dude.
really is like a rusty player.
Dude, yeah. It's 3-1, 30 seconds in, and no goals until about 2.5 minutes left in the third, and the Wombats just go all out. Wayne
Choked.
Kautsky, Larry gets on the board again. Justin Pilla gets 2, including an empty net. 5-3 win. That is a blown game, huh? Sorry, no balls, dude. That's rough.
Wombats, man. Wombats.
Yeah. I heard this one is a heartbreaker. A Jerry-less Dusty Beavers. They usually win when Jerry doesn't show
They
up.
do.
Yes.
And the fact that it was this close of a game against the Raptors makes me think that Jerry wasn't there.
Raptors
Raptors are
he
good.
plays
Raptors are
defense
good.
in the offensive zone below the
this is
stops.
absolute liability. Out there.
Yeah. 2-0 lead for the Raptors. Ray McAndrew and Tony Barducci score. Giveaway winner. Jeff Weber scores for the Dusty Beavers. And then Garrett Moore scores on the power play, makes it 3-1. Mike McNulty. Oop, shit.
Hey,
Sorry. Scores in the second period to make it 4-1. And the Beavers come back, man. Dan Lewis with 2 goals. Nate Mayers. He played in the...
Chirping pucks.
Yeah, he
That's
played
my
in
D-man.
in the summer series.
he's put up pictures of him with his green pants on. As well.
Yeah, dude. With the Whalers pants, right? I did see that.
Whalers fans,
Yeah. They make it 4-4. So it's a 4-4 game. Raptors take a lead about, 20 seconds later, 5-4. Then Jordan Stengel, he's the one that one that came on with Jeff. Jordan Stengel was another guy.
Yeah, on the Beavers. Right, gotcha.
Jordan will be quickly out of Rusty once he gets back
he's
in
back
game
up,
shape.
yeah.
He was a great defenseman.
But they got the
great
Twin
player.
Towers back there now, man.
Yeah, he's huge.
Well, yeah, him and they have another guy who's huge too. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. So it's 5-5, and then unfortunately, with less than 2 minutes to play unfortunately for the Beavers. Fortunately for the Raptors,
I don't think my brother was there either.
no, he was not.
Huh.
Yeah, he was with us Sunday, and it was a long.
Me and him
weekend.
went to that grad.
Oh
grad party.
yeah. Ray McAndrew scores the game winner. Less than 2 minutes left, so the Beavers take a hard a tough loss.
Yeah,
Because they were trying to
damn, that is tough, man.
get going. So the
It's all
Dusty,
right. They're hanging. They're hanging.
to wrap up Rusty Sunday, the Dusty Bush taking on the Yetis. Megan Habina scores for the Dusty Bush to open up the scoring, and then it is all Yetis after that. 6 straight goals from the Yetis, 2 from Joey Heaton, 1 from Zig, and Mike Kudrotas.
Yetis are my early prediction.
Nice.
And then Jerry took Beavers for
Of course.
For whatever reason.
Just like how Steve picks the Hawks every time. That's it. I get it.
But we win.
You have to. You
But
have
we
to.
win, though?
Back to back.
All right. So, Monday, 23rd, we had an unfortunate, fortunate for Larry.
Oh, no.
Oh no! I was
Forfeit.
very, very happy.
Right
Forfeit
after
from
the
the
tournament.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
hurting. Bro.
He was cooked.
Yeah.
So Hawks Gold get the easy forfeit win, and then we had Team
go.
24/7 taking on the Chill. This was a Aaron Huffnagel was here, so
Yeah, Huff was there. Mitch was there. I was like, oh, close game.
it was a close game. Yeah, I think Chill can keep up, man. It's just
No, they definitely can.
it's high scoring.
Chill has a solid, up and down.
Yeah.
Up and down the lineup.
4-0, all different goal scorers for 24/7, and then Saf and Kyle Knight score for the Chill to get it within 2. Then James Lowry gets the last 2.
Zook
It
was there
is-
too. Holy smokes!
Yeah.
The lineup's terrifying, dude.
It is. Yeah, they had all their guys.
Zook,
and
Mitch, and Huff.
Yeah, it's funny to say only a 6-2 win because usually
That's what I'm saying.
It's a blowout.
100% exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
I think we all took. Did we all take 24/7? Nope, I took Hawks Gold in the early predictions.
Hawks cast here.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I get it, though. I get it.
Hey, Hawks Gold just won too, dude. I don't know.
All right.
Sorry for predicting a repeat.
Yeah. Militia taking on the Bullfrogs. This was a rough night for everybody. It was 100 and something degrees outside.
my God.
And the ice was
Gross.
a mess. Yeah. I said we could have. I was watching this game and I was just watching the puck.
Oh, really?
Every time the puck is just on its side or rolling or bouncing.
For this
I'm-
game too?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
And it looked a little better because I think the ice sat a little bit for them before the
Yeah.
game, but ours was toast.
Dude, it was a pond the whole time.
Yeah, and it makes. I mean, it was so hot outside.
Yeah,
But, so Joe Fleming scores. We had a goal, non-goal.
Oh,
Jeff Spore sent me
Oh.
a video, and he's like, "Does this look into you?" And I swear to God, I went down a rabbit hole of trying to figure this out. He sent me the live barn, and he got a deflection, and it went. You can't because it's so grainy in live barn. It went in and out, but the refs called it off, and a couple guys, and Jeff's I literally he tipped it in. And it was a great deflection. No goal. I went and I was in Adobe Premiere Pro for 30 minutes, dude. I'm trying to
Live Barn
sharpen it up.
They did actually make an improvement.
It is an
Live Barn.
improvement, but when you zoom,
Yeah,
it's
that makes
still,
sense.
What, the
But,
Live
but
Barn?
when you watch it,
It looks crisp
yeah, it's very
compared
good.
to
Yeah.
before.
It is, and so that's network issues because we dealt with that with Game of the Week. So the cameras that they use are great cameras, high level, but the network quality was so bad. But I think they fixed it when they started doing the renovations,
Yeah,
and,
sure,
and it's been
yeah.
so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, if Jeff's putting a video to you, it's definitely a goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no way
I
he
saw
wouldn't.
it go right in. So it would have been 2-0, and Jeff said all his team could focus on for the rest of the game was that.
Come on, Jeff.
6 straight goals from the Bullfrogs to take the win. It was
Yeah,
a
I was surprised. I think I ran into Desi after. I'm like, "You guys win?" He's like, "No."
No.
I
Like
don't know.
surprised that I asked. I'm like, "Oh, I thought you."
Desi was the one who shot it, and Jeff's the one that
Oh,
tipped
okay.
it. So, yeah, I was in there for a while.
Wait, this can't be right. Your early prediction was the Bullfrogs in silver.
No.
Huh.
No.
Jerry took the Rockets.
Yeah,
Nice.
because I gave him shit last time.
There's no way. I
He's
took
going
the
to change
Frogs.
it.
I took the Cudas.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
missed that.
That's
Did I-
my pick. If I said that in one of my videos when we played them, I'm like, my sleeper pick to win the division is the Barracudas. If it's
Yeah,
not
they
us.
always have a good shot, and then they kind of
lose us
tail off.
in the
Yeah.
semis.
Oh, Steve said it.
All right. Over at Hollydale, the Warriors took on the Blue Chew Bulldogs.
That's what surprised me too.
Justin Finico and Phil Horner score for the Warriors, make it 2-0. Jason Del Grasso scores in the second period. No goals in the third period, but 2 goals at the end of the second. Warriors 4-1 win. So that was
Perhaps another summer series hangover.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the Bulldogs, man? They used to be a powerhouse.
Speaking of
Silver, bronze plus, and bronze. They
Yeah.
just have a totally different team.
Yeah.
Bulldogs are my Browns prediction.
Nice. They look pretty good. Got some young guys.
Well, it's funny because they
young
played the
guns.
Warriors, who also started in silver and have found their place in bronze.
In bronze,
you know?
yeah. Well, the levels have kind of gone up.
Yeah.
Since we first started. So
Everyone, that's another good thing about the quick seasons. You kind of you can find your place a little bit earlier, but
yeah, I was kind of debating on a preseason game.
yeah.
I'm trying to keep the cost low though.
Well, the only thing
don't
is
do a
like,
preseason.
and are people
No one
going
will wanna go.
I was going to
It's
say, are
really
people going to
just-
show up? And
it's really just for placement purposes.
Yeah.
So if the season starts and you are in the wrong division, you're SOL because it's
Yeah.
already made, and,
Yeah.
and I don't want to give one team a win, but they didn't or
Yeah.
one team a loss, and they got to start off in another division a loss.
and the rusty guys will show up.
Yeah,
The rest of
I,
the guys will
I
show
was
up.
gonna say for silver or gold. No one, if they do show up, it's gonna be barely filling.
No
your squad.
preseason for silver and gold.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do new teams.
Silver's very easy to figure out.
Maybe do a
yeah,
new
new
team
teams.
skate evaluation skate before we do it.
Well, I just think it's a good way to be like, hey, do this. This is our way of doing it, and then complaints are invalid at that point because you didn't cooperate.
Yeah, because then they're stuck the whole season just
Yeah.
rotting.
And that's a long season to have
We
a
have to be-
terrible.
We want to
time.
make sure we have that
New
stuff
teams
played
though,
well.
you should
Maybe new teams, yeah.
because
I'll do.
Match them up against
If we have two new teams in divisions, perfect. 'Cause
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
just play each other.
well, yeah. I was
And
like-
we don't have to have refs or anything. Just go out there and watch
Yeah.
them skate against each other and play. Maybe we'll do that. That's my only
We'll figure
fear about
something
the
out.
longer season.
We'll figure
It's
something out.
because we don't have a lot of movement, but every season we have one goes up, one goes down.
Yeah.
So it's anyway. All right, Hawks versus Knights watch.
Just know we're on it, boys.
We're inside.
trying
This
to-
is actually inside the game.
Yeah.
what are these shot totals here? What the hell? 8, 6, 7.
The puck was so hard to handle for both teams. And I don't want to complain. The Hawks, we lost this game, right? But they dealt with it too. I just think that they had more overall skilled players throughout the lineup.
100%.
And when you're a more skilled player, you could deal with that bouncy puck way much better. And they scored early.
Nice watch is good.
They're good. So they took a 3-0 lead going in the second period. Bobby Buns finally gets one on the board.
Finally does something.
And then, but we pressed them for a while. We just could not score.
Yeah, then they scored that.
Carroll was in net. That was his 52nd win.
Damn, no Robbie.
No. If Robbie, we would have scored anything.
I was gonna say,
I still feel like we had a chance up until they scored that last one.
yeah, exactly. We were we had a
When Rob scored, we had some momentum.
and we were getting the puck, but it was just so hard to deal with.
Yeah.
It was just fun. It was kind of funny to watch, but we were just fuck, throw our hands up in the air. What are you gonna do? So here we go.
the boys.
Yeah. So we had the Rockets taking on the South Jersey Barracudas. Barracudas, Brad Shuksta's team to win it all. No goals in the first period. In the second period, Kevin Troy gets one within about 30 seconds. So 2 goals. I assume you played this one.
Yeah, the stats are way messed up, but the one dude Troy had all 3 goals.
Yeah, I just saw
and
that.
then and then the unknown player was Robbins
gotcha.
sniping. But
Nice.
we started so slow. We look like I'm like, what the hell are we doing? We put the foot on the pedal, and then in the third they kicked it. We got those 2 goals because we were just getting dominated.
Yeah. Tied it up, and then in overtime, Kevin Troy he completes the hat trick to get the win.
Off of some bullshit call. With all due respect,
Yeah,
it was one of those plays where it was 3-on-3 in overtime, and a guy cut towards the middle, and our guy stick got caught, and the dude on the GoPro grabs his stick, and our guy releases, and then he falls, the guy that grabbed our stick, and then the ref calls a penalty on our guy, of course.
Yeah.
And honestly, everyone thought it was the penalty on him holding the stick because the guy went to the penalty box, and next thing you know, it's no, it's this guy, and then.
When people start falling around and shit, the refs have a hard time with that, man.
Yeah.
They really do.
And we almost killed it, too. It was the last
Yeah.
2 minutes. It was with 10, 20 seconds left, and then unlucky bounce.
Yeah, you should have caught them both. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Panthers taking on the Malty Ducks. So Anthony Farrell scores to
Shout out
make
to
it 1-0.
Anthony. I think he's the one that played with us in the championship for the summer series.
Yeah. Mike Halko scores for the Malty Ducks. Tim Vant, great guy, great player, scores in the second period to take a 2-1 lead. John Shannon ties it up on the power play early in the third. 2 goals from Malty Ducks. Mitch and Rick Sansini retake that 2-goal lead. shorthanded goal at the end of the third, but it's not enough, and Multi Ducks get the win.
They're on fire.
Yeah,
man.
Multi's sitting in second place
Are they really?
How?
with 8 points,
Wow.
tied with Night's Watch. Only
Yeah.
4 goals behind. In the goal
Same
difference.
team?
I think we gave them, I
Yeah.
think so. We gave them some momentum when they destroyed us that first game.
Yeah, and they're missing Colin for the next couple weeks or so.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah.
But I always feel like Malta's a good team. I just like last season in particular. I mean,
Like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in the finals, and then they missed the playoffs.
Yeah,
and then
like
now-
last season they just didn't have a good season. I think.
Yeah, now they're back.
Yeah,
So good for them, man. It's hard in the silver division, man.
yeah.
You really gotta like every team could win. Like
Yeah.
Militia, bottom of the barrel, could be the
Yeah.
champs. Like it's
Yeah.
insane.
We've lost plenty to Militia.
Yeah,
You know.
for sure. They play hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Pink Panthers at the bottom are actually a good team too. It's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Have they gotten win? They've gotten one win, right?
They have one win. They let up a lot of goals. You know.
Where'd they come from?
I think they're just a bunch of young guys.
A lot
who
of the
put a
guys
team
are
together.
familiar. Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
think
guys?
they just congealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
New team, Monroe Grizzlies taking on the Tropics. Nick Kushner scores along with his brother in the first period. Tim Rogers scores as well to make it 3-0. Mike Lou scores for the Tropics to make it 3-1. Gavin gets another one in the beginning or in the middle of the second period. Riker Farmer. It's an interesting name. Riker. It's weird because I'm trying to come up with baby names. I'm like I'm looking at first names all the time, trying to figure out what the hell to name my kids. Still have none. My wife turns on everything. All right. So Jim McKenzie scores at the end of the second period to make it 5-2. Still the Grizzlies on top. Then 3 goals. Gavin Kushner had a game. 4 goals for him.
Yeah.
It is a 8-2 win for the Grizzlies. Was that their first win?
Yeah. Well, not. I don't know if it's their first win, but
They didn't have
it
many
was their
games.
first win.
Yeah.
I
They're
never
1
heard
and
of
2.
those guys.
Huh?
I never heard of those guys.
They're new. So the Stars moved down to. Well, the Stars just dissolved, and a couple of the guys stayed behind, started their own team, and that's where they are.
They're
So,
1 and 2. The Monroe Grizzlies
On the board.
They only got 3 games played.
Yeah, they got stuck in that bye week, Memorial Day.
Is there any winless teams in any division?
I think so.
Bronze, yeah. Bronze is a couple, and then the Rusty Wolves are still looking for 1 too.
Yep.
So are the Goop.
So the Goop.
Respect.
All right. So another new team, the Sharks. I think they came over from Igloo.
Sharks are turning it up now.
That sounds familiar. The
Yeah.
Sharks, yeah.
Taking on Paisanos, Zach Storr scores for the Sharks to open up the scoring. Tim McWilliams ties it up, and then Justin DePrince, scores to make it 2-1 for the Sharks. 3 goals for the Sharks in the second period, take a 5-1 lead. Bobby Miner and Mike Restagno score in the third period, but it's not enough. Sharks get a win.
Yeah.
Is that their first win, or do they have?
No, they've been on a tear lately.
Okay.
I think they just rattled off like 3 in a row or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Probably adjusted
Look
a
at
little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
They're
So
sitting in second now.
I don't know who's wearing number 0 for the Coopers. I still have not gotten an answer, but it keeps coming up as Brandon Blaylock, and he's the goalie. So, Dowdy got that.
Oh, yeah. What the hell?
Koopa's taking on the Otters. Koopa's looking good this season. Brad Brodzik, Steve Linville
not
take
really.
a 2-1 lead.
They're like 2 and 4, but
Are they really?
yeah.
Maybe it was last season. Everything fucking runs together, man.
I know it does.
Chris Bookman scores to tie it up, and then Brad gets another one to take the lead with less than a minute left in the first period. Billy Baskow gets on the board, as usual,
Askew.
to tie it up. So power play goal in the second period. 3 straight goals from the Otters. Make it 6-3 going into the third. We had 2 goals from the Koopas early on to get it within 1, but it's not enough. Stephen Linville gets that 2-goal lead back, and then South scores into the empty net, 8-5.
Otters also sitting in 7th, but 3rd place to 8th place all have 4 points.
Nice.
So, and then the Grizzlies are 1 and 2 right behind them.
Man, what happened to the Otters? They used to be silver and then
Yeah.
bottom of the barrel, bronze plus.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I wouldn't even say bottom of the barrel though. The bronze plus division is very tight. It always is. It's always very tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like similar to silver, anything can really,
Yeah.
anything can happen.
So back to we'll go down to the bronze division. Hawks bronze. This is last night, taking on the South Jersey Sugar Bush. Vinny Profit and Ross Ashmore, Hawks silver alumni.
Yeah.
Makes it 2-0, and then Kyle Kopervis scores as at the end of the first period and beginning of the second period to tie it up. Matt Chernoff gets the 1-goal lead for the Bush, and then it looks like all Hawks after that. Billy Krupa, John Curry, Mike Martinez, Brett Phillips, Wombat. Brett Phillips scores, make it 7-3. Matty scores at the
Wombat,
end.
the Hawk pipeline.
Yeah. Matt Chernoff scores at the end, but it's not enough. Hawks Bronze go up to, 6-0?
6-0.
Of course.
Fucking ringers, dude.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
This is the one I would love to skip.
18 goal differential.
This did not go well for us. So Invaders taking on the Chugs.
Oh, God. Look at the shot total.
Yeah.
Smokes.
Yeah, it was bad. In the third period, we just completely
Third
fell
period,
apart. Kevin Landis, Derek Bush score, make it 2-0. Chugs get one in the beginning of the second period, and then two goals from Derek and Kevin again. It's 4-1. Robert Lucier scores to make it 4-2. Jason Landis makes it 5-2.
Wow.
And then we completely fell apart.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
OT too. Oh God.
Yeah. So
2 goals
we kind
in
of
the last 2 minutes.
we
huh?
played really good 2 periods,
Yeah.
and they played a much better third.
Wow.
They were all over us. I think they shortened the bench a little bit.
Oh, really?
I felt like I think I was talking to Brian. You ever have those games where you feel like the puck is just fighting you every time you have it?
Yeah.
Of course, sucks, dude. I feel like I was on a tightrope. If I had the puck, I'm like every time I had it, it was like I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I felt great on Tuesday, and I come on third and last night, and every time I had the puck, I felt like I was going to lose it at any moment, and I struggled the whole game.
Yeah.
So they scored with about 5 minutes to make it 5-3. We kind of held them for a little bit, ton of shots, and then in the last 2 minutes, within 30 seconds, they scored to tie it up, and then overtime. About 2 minutes in, little high blocker shot to take the win. So we kind of blew that one. Vaders were on a little run, and we got a point, which is cool.
Who's your guys' goalie?
We have Matt Richardson in that. So he played great. He actually kept us in it in the third period. It was we were struggling. We were trying to get it together too. We were like, hey, we just had 2 good periods. What are we doing? Mm-hmm. We just went on deep. You know, you sit back trying to end the
worst.
run out the clock. You know what I mean?
That doesn't help.
And they just kept coming, and they were playing so much better.
The score wasn't finalized last night.
No shots either.
It's not. So we're waiting on the scorekeeper to provide the information.
5-2 Thunder Kittens.
Come on, scorekeepers.
Yes. So it's one scorekeeper who's not a internet savvy guy.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like one of those fill-in guys.
Yeah, because our game, the shots weren't put up either until the next day.
Yeah. So until we get the picture of the blurry fucking picture of the score sheet, we don't get it. So
I will say, scorekeeping last season, seeing the rusty teams and all the other teams, was fun. Seeing who's on what team.
Yeah. Check it. Get a little
get
more
the
in depth of the
inside.
league. Yeah. That's what I like about reffing.
Yep.
I mean, it has its drawbacks, but
So the Thunder Kittens were taking on Tropics Bronze. It is a 5-2 win for the Thunder Kittens. So sorry, no recap yet. She just texted me this morning and said she was waiting on it.
yeah, buddy.
Tonight we have the Sheep Hockey taking on Dad Bods. JMCC taking on the Frogs.
Late slot. Your friendly neighborhood ref will be there.
You're referencing tonight?
Officiating. Yeah.
Nice.
Both games?
Yes, sir.
I keep seeing JMCC auto stickers on cars. I
Yeah.
saw 2 or 3 in the past, this weekend.
Yeah. Danny's out there selling cars. He's the man. Rusty Sunday, we got the Bush taking on the Raptors. Dogs taking on the Yetis. Wombats taking on Moose. Rusty Wolves taking on the Trops. Dusty Beavers taking on the Shakas. Jerry will be missing that again. Corn Stars taking on the Narwhals.
Yeah, I meant to say too. Gallery is very updated, so go check that out. Obviously, Rob and Bob putting in the work. Your photos may be live.
Nice.
Never know.
Check them out.
And for the tournament too, if you joined us there, those pictures are up as well. So,
Nice.
all right. If that's it on our league updates, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope so.
Nice work. When does the music stop? You just let it go through once.
I just forget.
Yeah. Who was like, turn the music up?
It was on for a while, and then I haven't heard it.
It's 2 minutes long, so if I don't remember, I hit it again.
I was yelling at Jerry because he had it blaring in my ears while we were doing league updates. I'm like,
I should I need to put it on a loop, but I don't know how to do it on here.
You'll figure it out.
I'll probably just take that same bit and just make it
Add
20
it.
minutes
Yes,
long, and then so it just runs
honestly.
continuously.
Hooves is like the biggest fan of league update music.
League updates.
League update.
We need a league update sponsor.
Yeah, because that's like a thing you do every time. So like that
Yeah.
there should be a main.
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Speaking of sponsors, Larry's Look Ahead now presented by our friends over at Beer League Warriors Apparel. We are proud to partner with Beer League Warriors Apparel, specialists in the art of inspiring, helping you get up early, work out hard, and get stuff done. BLW Apparel combines high-quality fabric with humorous designs that adult hockey players connect with, so go ahead and be the sharpest dressed guy at the gym. Check them out at beerleaguewarriors.com and at Beer League Warriors Apparel on Instagram. Join the giveaway. Win a free shirt. And shout out to them for joining us at Summer Series. So now, without further ado, let's go through the comments from last week.
Still not ready for that. I always forget, dude.
Come on,
Rusty,
man.
dude. Come on.
Rusty Sunday.
Yeah. What did you say? Frankie said something?
No, I said, oh, yeah, Frankie said the check-in for charity date, August 8th through 10th, because me and Jerry were struggling with that.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, like, I don't know what I said, 6th through 8th or something. I don't know what the hell I said, but
Yep.
thank you, Chirpin Pucks Media, a.k.a. Frankie James.
Frankie?
Yeah, I think, so Aaron Revitis, he said the name perfectly. I'm going to assume that's how he said it.
I hope so.
South Jersey Dogs.
Yeah.
Glad to have you guys. Nick Kirchner. Let's go. Can't wait for the tourney. Free agent team taking the dub.
Absolutely
One did.
robbed him.
Tier 1 free agent team, baby.
You robbed him on the break.
Yeah, is that the one that was on tier 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a little breakthrough, and I kick saved him. It was like the best play. For me, at least I was getting pelted all weekend. So it was my one
Getting pelted.
shine.
Sean Hastings. Love to hear that the Wombats are improving. Should I read the rest of this comment?
Yes.
Maybe other teams need to take note and get better instead of complaining.
Ooh.
So Sean really leans into his villain.
What
an asshole.
He really does.
He really leans into being the villain of the U.
Love him though.
He does.
Yeah,
That's all right. I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
There's a lot of complaining that goes on.
There's a ton of complaining.
Even
And,
from teams that win.
yeah, teams that win, like,
If they don't win, it's like the end of the world.
yes.
It's like, come
You
on.
know
dude.
what? There's better. Whatever. Okay. Didn't you just say, didn't the Chuggernauts shorten the bench against you guys?
It seemed like
That's-
it. Yeah, they're
that's
better
lame.
players.
We
there.
do it every week.
Yeah.
You shorten the bench, you line match guy. Like, it's just part of the game.
Yes.
All right, anyway.
I disagree.
Chirping Pucks Media, a.k.a. Frankie James. Who better than the Chirping Pucks hockey team to kick off the summer series?
We did
LFG.
our only win, but your brother got a couple goals on me, man.
Did he?
Yeah, I got like 2.
He's good for one. He's like me. He's like good for one every now and then. Yeah. Roadrunner, Nate Myers. Sorry, Nate. To correct Jerry, Barkov had the nasty cut on his hand that kept busting stitches. Reinhardt scored 4, and Bennett won the Conn Smythe. Yeah, we stumbled along with that.
Did you guys even watch the final?
Well, I think we had a game during the finals.
No, I
during
watched
the
game
last
7.
game.
Game 6. We had a game during that time. I don't know if you
During
guys
game
were
6?
the
Did you even watch it?
Or no, there was no game 7. Game 6. Yeah, I thought.
Nate said we
game 6.
kind of combined them all into one person. Ovi's still tougher, and PK Subban is an idiot, but he got that bit right. Jerry, I was kind of right. Christian Davidson, not a fan of PK Subban. PK just loves to hear himself talk.
I
Look
love
at his
PK.
Stanley Cup.
I like PK Subban.
Look
He
at his
humbles
Stanley.
people on the show.
Well, he's kind of going against like Stephen A, so that's pretty easy
Yeah.
to do when it comes to hockey. But
CD, not a fan of PK Subban.
I'm still on the Marchand should have got the Conn Smythe, and I lost the bet because of that.
Ouch.
Ridiculous. Why wouldn't he win the Conn Smythe? He had 2 game winners in the Cup Finals and an overtime game winner in the
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't win.
yeah,
definitely
and he had
was.
like 2 points less than Bennett.
You got to give it to Marchand.
Gotta give it to him, dude. 2 game winners in the
I
Stanley
think
Cup
like
Finals.
the mainstream, like just
On a new team?
any hockey fan would be like, yeah, he was the
New team.
MVP or whatever.
He gave them another.
Jolt.
Yeah, they were another level with him,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, it's not like he was like what on the third line. He didn't have like he wasn't playing with like
Top
Barkov or
guys.
Nah, he was
Reinhardt or anything like that. Yeah.
He was a spark plug.
Yeah.
The microwave.
I was mad about that, dude.
Big hat trick. Josh says, bring Jerry back, then Steve retires from the podcast.
Wow, that's a crazy take.
See,
Crazy take.
see, there's a what's the word I'm looking for? There's like a cycle going on here. People switching seats.
Yeah.
I know.
Nick
It feels
was here
weird being
last
on this
week.
side.
Yeah,
It changes it up though.
Yeah, I like it.
I can't believe Jerry sat in my seat.
Summertime.
How
Summer
disrespectful.
He looked like
Dude, I know. I watched it
dude.
back. I was like, "What the hell? You look like you're towering over me." Which I mean, he does, but yeah, I mean, someone's got to control the. Someone's got to you're one of the main roles. So someone, if you're not here, someone's got to.
I guess. I think I'm
Just like Jerry's not here, so we have his seat filled. I don't know if you heard my
Definitely a
rant.
size difference here.
I don't know if you heard my rant at the beginning of the episode, but like when like if you have like a co-headlining radio show, when one headliner is out, like the producer will jump in and fill his spot and lead the way because you don't want to displace too many people. So okay.
Gotcha. How long did league updates take? Did Jerry do them?
It
must have took 3 hours.
Dude, that was one of my concerns going into it, so I kind of sped him along.
Oh, okay.
And we did like the first week, we went through the scores, and then I did the league updates after he finished Rusty Sunday for week 5. So.
Gotcha.
CD, too bad the tier 3 division games got canceled. We was looking forward to the tourney, but we'll have to try again some other time. CD, honestly, you would think so.
Yeah.
I think tournaments are a little intimidating. That's kind of my hypothesis.
Yeah.
That's my hypothesis.
That's fair.
I don't know if it's accurate or not. Perhaps people can correct me, but I always expect there to be a really, really strong turnout for the tier 3 level. Not just over 40, but and I always get proven wrong.
Yeah.
On that. So
What was there 4 teams and then
No,
3
there
draws?
was like 6 or 7 registered, and then they all
we had a
just
few free agents too, but
faded away.
yeah.
That's weird. That many.
Yeah.
So
It was all the same story for all the teams that bailed. They were like, I have like 6 guys that can play, but they all wanted to play, and I was like, all right.
yeah.
Thought about like maybe combining like 2 teams, like you
Tried.
do 2 teams.
Yeah, we tried for sure. Absolutely.
Nobody wants to work together.
Yeah.
Fair.
They want to be with their own guys.
Yeah.
That's why I don't the draft tourneys that I always see. I'm like,
I love those. Like
You
those
do like
sound
the-
those.
Brad's a hockey guy though.
Yeah. And plus, it's different as a goalie. I guess I just play whoever's in front of me. But like,
You're kind of alone back there anyway.
yes, that's
that's
my
true.
standpoint.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
being a 4, you're like, I don't know who these guys are, but like I feel like after a couple
No,
states,
you-
you're like
there's-
you're there.
Yeah, but you're also like you want to like I want to play in a tournament and compete. I just feel like that sentiment is not as popular as I thought it was.
Men's league is one thing, but like tournament, just play with the people. Like who cares? Like
I'm
different-
the same way. Like it sounds like fun. Let's play a tournament.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
And I would love
But-
to play with new people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
getting a new team in front of you.
I'm the same way. And
yeah.
honestly, since we started this thing, I'm like, why wouldn't people want to do a tournament? And every time we do it, we're just like, damn, like fuck, it's been like
like
pulling
even
teeth.
like the All-Star games, like being with like this guy and this team, different divisions, like that's cool. Like
yeah.
I want to see
I
more.
agree. We get a strong turnout for the All-Star game, but I just think tourneys are like I don't know. It just
It's a
depends.
long
you know?
week- it's
So
a
yeah, it's a
long
long
weekend,
weekend.
I
You got to
get it.
kind of make arrangements for it. So I don't know. Is it sad that my 3-year-old can pronounce names better than Jerry? No, it's not sad. Jerry actually can pronounce a lot of words.
Yeah. He
It's
can't
hard-
read very well.
And he
either.
was doing the league updates, stumbling over every name. Like
I would struggle with names too, so I get it.
yeah, but
He struggles more.
He should know. Too,
and he
after a
said,
while.
"Keep the music turned up, Jerry."
Yeah, sorry, who I've ruined that. You're
Jerry
not
said-
gonna like this one.
Jerry said, "Hooked on phonics did not work for me," and yeah, that's pretty accurate.
You probably didn't do it.
He's hooked on vacations, right?
He's hooked on vacation. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hooked on vacations.
Too busy worried about relaxing, dude.
Yeah.
That's like his main focus in life. And I'm like, dude, come on, man. We've changed him a little bit. He was way worse in the beginning. Now we make him feel
focused
extremely
on
guilty
relaxing.
every time he
Yeah,
does something.
yeah, we
Good,
lay
good,
him
good.
a little bit.
He'll send a picture of him like drinking scotch and having a cigar. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Go to work. Stop it. What are you relaxing from?
It's his main focus.
It really is, dude.
All right, well, that's all we got.
Thanks,
Right?
Brad, for coming
Right?
on.
Of course,
There's no
it's
more
always
comments,
fun.
Yeah.
No, there's no more
Oh,
comments.
okay. I was going to say, thank
we're
you,
all
Brad.
good.
Thank you, Brad, for the late last minute fill in.
Of course.
Yeah.
I figured it was good. You're at the tournament. You're with
Yeah,
us.
it
You're
was
with us
kinda
on the
fitting.
course.
It was
You're with
kinda
us on the
fitting.
course.
Yeah.
You're with us at the tournament. You're with us in the league. You know,
Yes,
so
I love this league. Best
I
league
think
ever.
we have a new co-host or new fill in for Jared.
Yeah.
Easy.
We may just replace Jerry.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I don't even know.
Sorry,
what
Jerry. You can
I don't-
stay on your vacation, but
If we told Jerry that, he would be the happiest man alive.
probably.
Like, I don't have to do this
Maybe he'll
anymore.
do it every other week or whatever.
He'd be a
Podcast
special
was
guest,
his
dude.
idea. A special guest.
Yeah, dude.
He's the special guest.
Yeah, dude.
Special guest Jerry Kotofides.
Yeah. He'll show up as many times as he shows up for the Beavers.
Yeah, oh my.
He leaves the beavers out to dry. That's fucked.
Yeah, it is.
Imagine wearing the C, dude, and never showing up.
Honor it. Got to honor the.
He doesn't
season.
want to see either.
No, I keep telling him to give it to Mark. And Mark, and
Oh,
So he just holds it for appearances. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
he won't give it up. I don't know why.
He hates
Power
doesn't-
thing.
Yeah.
He can't give it up, dude.
All right. Make sure you follow us on with at UAHL Hockey and all socials, and subscribe here on YouTube. Stay tuned for the golf episode.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be good.
The video's good. The round was a lot of fun. Definitely shows through the video, and stay tuned. We'll give you some more insights onto. We have a 2v2 scramble coming up.
Yeah.
Give you some insights on the team, the leaderboard, all that good stuff. So check that out.
Yeah, any players that are also golf instructors, I will trade league fees for golf lessons because I could use that. I could really
Steven's
use
backdoor deals.
Oh man, I gotta do something, dude. I gotta play more. I should get like do like a 7 a.m. round twice a week for. I'll still be bad.
I'm gonna miss when this is over. This golf outing stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can keep it. We can keep it running. We'll figure something.
we
out.
can just keep playing.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe get a golf simulator.
We got to get Wechter in too. One of these rounds too.
I know.
But,
He's been practicing.
yeah.
I wonder if he's actually played around yet. He's a big range guy.
How boring.
Yeah.
Yo, I went to the range yesterday. Hit a large bucket with one club.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Your hybrid.
No, my 6-iron because I don't.
Yeah.
My hybrids I can hit. My 6-iron, but towards the end,
Are
I
you,
was like,
are you hitting off the mat or are you hitting off the grass?
No, off the mat.
That's not real.
It doesn't matter.
Anyone and their
It
mother
doesn't-
can hit
no,
off the mat.
Okay,
Dude,
no,
I can hit off the mat,
Yeah.
and then I
Bro,
go to the
it
grass.
does-
Nothing.
yep.
No,
dude.
because you got to hit it right. You have to hit it right. That's the problem. I can hit it off the mat all day, but
Okay.
I know I'm not hitting it right.
Here's what I learned.
You can still hit it right.
Here's what I learned is if you kind of like fat a shot on
Yes.
the
Yes.
mat, it still is okay because it kind of like absorbs it.
And you don't learn from it.
Exactly. But you know when you hit a good shot, even if it's off the mat. You know when you hit
not,
it right.
Not if you're a good golfer.
Dude.
Like,
That's
I
not
don't know,
true.
dude.
It's not true at all.
Dude,
you can still strike it on the mat.
I've tested this many a time.
All right.
I'll go to the
I gotta
mat
go.
and I got my irons and I'm doing well.
You gotta
And
go
then
to
I
the
go to the
range.
grass.
I have to
I
go.
can't hit anything, dude. Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't mean anything. Take the same shot that you hit you strike it well on the mat and convert that to the grass. You will
Yeah,
still
but like
here's-
it's
strike
a mental
the ball
thing.
well.
For me, it's mental. If
Okay,
I'm on the
that's
mat-
different. That's totally different than what I'm saying, though.
Also the ground. Because the mat's perfectly flat, your feet are perfectly level. If you're in the grass, it's kind of you're a little
Yep.
off. Maybe it's on a little bit of a thing.
You can still practice your technical swing
Sure.
and striking the ball. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's
And
not
you
the
know
same.
when you don't swing right, you know it whether you're on the mat or not.
I don't think
Let's
so.
hear it in the
Sometimes
comments,
I-
dude.
Well,
There's
when you go
golfers
to the
here.
range and practice a ton of shots, you know exactly what's right and what's wrong,
I don't know.
and you can tell by how you strike the ball as well.
If you're a high level golfer and you can feel it, sure. But like if you're someone that golfs once every 3 months, there's a difference. Like
Okay, but if you go enough, you'll start to notice patterns in your
Fair.
shot. 100%.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm bad, so I don't notice anything. dude.
I've played enough where I know if I feel like if I
just
my
rage
swing
all
is
the
off.
time,
Or, I
dude.
don't know, whatever. The range does help me because I just feel like
I go there with such a plan too.
because
I'm gonna do this, and then I just-
you'll pick
fuck,
up
I
bad
just put my
habits
driver
and it's a
out.
good
yep, I
time.
do it every time. Just start
every
cranking.
time.
You'll
Just-
pick up
that's
like
it.
bad habits, and it's good to like go and work those out. That's all. I'm not like I'm not pretending like it's a simulation or anything.
Yeah.
It's just good to get the swing going, hit
Hit
the
a
ball.
soft spot, dude.
Yeah, no, Jesus.
Because
All
you guys are completely wrong on this,
Nah.
and
I don't think so, dude.
your argument would be like I'm not right.
There's just
That's-
such a substantial difference that even if you hit it good, like you still don't know 100% because you're on the mat. I could hit a perfect shot on the mat and be like, that seemed perfect, but I don't know because I'm not on the actual grass.
Yeah.
you know if you struck the ball well.
Because all right, so
You know if your swing was pure.
if you hit
No.
the ball, if you hit the ground before the ball on grass, you're gonna have grass in between the club and the ball, and it's gonna be like. But if I swear, in the mat, you can still hit the ground, and it just kind of and
Yeah.
you just go.
You don't learn.
And
You don't
yeah,
learn
But
from
no,
it.
you
learn.
do because you just said it. You
Yeah,
know
but-
you didn't hit a good shot.
But you can't feel it necessarily.
Yes, you can. You 100% can. You can tell if you hit a good shot or not.
If go to the
Very
range,
simple.
go on the grass.
You
That's real
just
golf.
said it. You just
Dude, I'm
said
telling
what
you.
you just
I
said
think-
what I'm trying to say.
Usually, you're right, like for a lot of these types of things, but this is not
wrong.
it. This is not one.
Wait,
dude.
just
Yeah.
wait on it. Just
Hit the
wait on it.
Comments, come on.
Come on,
You just admitted it though. You're like, oh, if you hit it here, you still hit a good shot. Yeah.
on the mat.
Yes,
But
exactly.
the grass will tell you if you really did or not.
But you know that you didn't on the mat because you skipped it along and you
But
just
sometimes
barely-
you don't because it'll still go. It's
It'll
like, oh,
still go, and
Cool,
it's
I
like,
did
all right.
No,
great.
you can feel it.
You
on
lost
the club,
50
bro.
yards, but you can't really,
Yes, that's another thing too. You know your distances. If it's not going your distances, you know if you strike it well.
Swing and a miss there, Larry. Swing and a
I was
miss.
so right on
Does
this.
your range have grass?
Valley Brook only opens up on the weekends. Like they'll open up grass on the weekends
Yeah,
for whatever reason. So
They probably let it grow back and they move
Yeah.
the lines around.
I would hit off grass, but it's during the week they just have the mats there.
Larry,
don't get me wrong.
You need to hit in the rough. With
I
some sort
prefer.
of rough mat. Just so you
dude,
can
for real. You got to practice
see
real
that
life
teaser
scenarios.
video. You were in the fucking.
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
All right.
See you, boys.
See ya.